Hello everybody, welcome back to my second Mascara Monday. Today, I want to get right to it. This is going to be a budget-friendly pick. I know that last week you guys were like, my budget is going to be spent if I spend $30 on a mascara. And trust me, I feel you. That was one of my comments about Pat McGrath's mascara. It's $30, man. Like, that is an investment. And it's short-lived because mascaras typically are only supposed to be used for 3 months. So I have an option for you. You can get it at Target, CVS, Walgreens, like really any drugstore or Walmart, places like that, because it's from L'Oreal Paris. So it's L'Oreal Paris Unlimited Mascara. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I reviewed this product in 2018 before it was available in the United States. So I went on a press trip to Paris with L'Oreal for Paris Fashion Week. It was totally magical. I had the best time. And while I was there, I got a bunch of products from the brand. Some that I've used forever, like, the True Match foundation and stuff like that. And then they had this mascara. And it's hard to miss because it just looks so different than your normal mascara tube. It kind of looks like a potion, like almost like a perfume type bottle. Obviously, you wouldn't look at this and go, that's a perfume. But like the way that it's shaped, it's like a bell. It's like a little bell. So I was immediately intrigued. And the reason why this mascara is so cool is because the wand bends. So they made this mascara. It's called, let me just get this straight. It's called L'Oreal Paris Unlimited Length and Lift Mascara. It's $13 at Ulta, but I've seen it cheaper at Target. I think it's like $10 there. And it comes in black and black brown. It also comes in regular and waterproof. And today I'm gonna be testing the waterproof formula. So full disclosure, I've already tested these. I know I love them. And I think for Mascara Mondays, it's important that I test them ahead of time so that I can get a feel of like how they wear, if they flake, if they transfer, things like that. So I have a feeling for most of these videos, I will have already tried them. It won't be like my first time ever giving something a go. Maybe, maybe not. It's so interesting to me. This is definitely not like a mascara formula or wand I would traditionally gravitate towards. So I want to show you, don't, judge a mascara by its wand because you never really know how much you might love it. So it's called the Instant Lash Lift Effect. Basically, the formula is supposed to make your lashes feel really light and airy. So it has this lifted feeling and they stay lifted. I think this kind of caters to people that have straight lashes or lashes that don't hold a curl. Fun fact, if you use waterproof mascara on straight lashes after you curl them with a lash curler, they will stay curled longer. I'm sure you guys probably knew that, but I always like to tell people because I do get people that are surprised when they hear that. So if you do struggle with that, waterproof mascara does help. This is a lengthening mascara. It's meant to enhance the length of your lashes. This is not going to give you volume. If you put on too many coats of this, I would suspect it would probably clump. So just know that. If you're looking to really amp up the thickness of your lashes, this is not it. Usually when I wear this mascara, it's for daytime or it's for a more natural look with minimal eyeshadow, just very fresh, very clean. And I've also used this in conjunction with individual lashes. So I will put this on and then take my individual lashes and fill in the sparse areas that I want to thicken up. So that's also an option too. This claims not to clump, not to flake, and not to smudge. I personally have never experienced flaking with this mascara. I have never had clumpage with this mascara, and transfer is really not an issue for me. I have people ask me all the time, Kirbie, why is my mascara constantly running underneath my eye or on top of my lid? I don't get it. And honestly, I think it really goes back to what I said in the first video, that it could be your skincare and what you're applying around your eye area. If it's too moist in that area, there could be some transfer. If you have naturally watery eyes, or you feel like you deal with dry eye a lot and then your eye overproduces tears to compensate for that, that could definitely be an issue that causes transfer. So it might not necessarily even be the mascara. So maybe if you have transfer issues, you should look into waterproof formulas. That way, if your eye does get a little moist during the day, tears happen, or you just went a little ham with your skincare around your eye, you don't have to worry about that transfer throughout the day. So let's get right into the review. This is the wand. You guys can see it is a Christmas tree shape. It is like a rubber/plastic brush, which I definitely don't gravitate towards when I usually am looking for a mascara. I always like them to be bristle. I do like how small the actual brush is. It looks like the perfect size to really get into your lash line, wiggle around, thicken up that area at the very least, and then be able to move to the inner corners and to the ends of your lashes. The reason why they created this shape is because they wanted to mimic makeup artists. Makeup artists, when they use disposable wands or they use like a tube, they often like to bend the wand so that it can get in these hard to reach areas. For the record, I rarely ever use it. I feel like I don't need to, but I'm gonna try for this video. And I feel like it always really just gets right into those inner corners perfectly without having to bend the wand, but whatever. The formula, it's not, I'm pretty sure it's not vegan or cruelty free. I looked on the ingredients list. There's nothing in there that's like making paraben free claims or anything like that. The one thing that I do love about drugstore mascaras is that they don't make a ton of claims. Like, especially when it comes to marketing, it's not like gravity defying lift. It's just like, it'll lift your lashes, it'll lengthen your lashes, it'll last 24 hours, whatever it is. So first things first, pat your lashes. Pat with me. Pat your lashes, ladies. Pat, pat, pat your lashes, ladies. This is removing any moisture left over from my moisturizer, serum, sunscreen, whatever, that I have on right now, and make sure that when I do apply the mascara, they're not gonna clump together, it's not gonna be really slick. So you can see that I have a little bit of transfer during the application, completely normal. I got big ol' upper eyelids, so I suspected that would happen. And so many things I love about this mascara, but one of them is that I love how it does lift my corner lashes. I can't speak this morning, I don't know what the heck's going on. My corner lashes, I love that it lifts it up on the sides. Typically, when it comes to mascaras, I will have to go in with an even smaller lash curler. I have one that's about like 1/2 inch wide, and I go into the corner and kind of just gently clamp to lift the outer corner. That gives the illusion of like a more lifted eyelid and more lifted lash look in general. But I feel like I'm not gonna need to have to do that with this guy. Now remember, this is waterproof, so once this is on, I'm probably not gonna go over again with another coat just because that's gonna cause the clumpage. Waterproof, it dries so quickly that you're gonna get clumpage if you go over it again. So this is pretty much done. That's my lash right there. And I'm loving it. I think it looks so pretty. I really like my lash line to look very, very dark. And I think a lot of people do too. It gives that illusion like of a fuller, like more flirty lash. And with this, I feel like normally with my mascaras, I would go in with like an eyeliner right on my lash line, or I would grab like a brown, like a deep brown eyeshadow and really shade that area to make it look like it's thicker. But I'm not gonna do that with this. I think this was such a beautiful lash look. And I'm tired, but aren't we all? So let's bend it for the lower lashes.
So you bend and snap.
Okay. So the reason why they have this bending option is so that you can like feel like you have more control. I do think there's a learning curve here. I do think it takes a minute to be like, oh, what? Like the brush is not sticking straight up. So you do have to kind of figure out how to maneuver this guy. And of course, like, I'm trying to be in frame and look in the mirror and hold this at the same time, so bear with me. If you guys are worried about waterproof mascara and having it come off easily, just know that waterproof mascara is meant to be waterproof. So you do need to find something oil-based to help break that up. You really do need to use something like coconut oil, even though I would never tell anybody to use coconut oil because you just don't know how it'll affect your skin. Something that is like a heavy oil consistency will help to remove and break up your waterproof mascara. That is the key here. So next eye, here we go. I'm gonna try to keep it bent. Here we go. Bam. Love it. Okay, this is actually a testament to how great this mascara is. I mentioned my wonky eye in the other video, in the first video. And we all have one. We all have an eye that's maybe a little bit smaller, a little bit tilted, whatever. Like, if you're perfectly symmetrical, then you're like probably a famous model or something, okay? That I am not. So this eye always is a little bit heavier for me. I feel like I always have to curl my lashes a little extra to get them to match the length of this eye. Because this eye is like, happy, look. It's large and in charge. And this eye, I'm just like trying so hard to lift it. Like, it takes forever. It's like, oh, come on, it's sleepy. It's a sleepy eye. So the fact that my lashes on this side match this side, score. That's the point of this mascara. The point is that it's supposed to lengthen your lashes. So my lashes definitely look lengthened to match my other eye. It's a chef's kiss moment. I love it. I love it. And then we'll go into the bottom lashes. I'm just gonna keep this straight. I like the straight wand. So pretty. So pretty. So pretty, so clean for a daytime look. So natural. Now, who is this good for? Anybody that wants their lashes to look extended, for sure. This isn't a fiber mascara. There's no fibers in it, but it does give the illusion of longer lashes, obvi. I think that if you have shorter, straight lashes, looking for a waterproof option is great. And also looking for these types of brushes. Hold on. The brush that looks like a little Christmas tree, but also is rubber or plastic and has the shorter bristles. Let's compare. If you already have short, straight lashes, this baby is not gonna be your friend. This is gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be all over your eyeball, all over your eyelid. You're gonna be crying. It's not gonna be cute. Like I said, I love a smaller brush in general, just because I feel like you get more control with it. But I do have longer eyelashes that curl easily. So this is not a problem for me. Did I have transfer when I used it in the last video? Yes, I did when I applied it, not throughout the day. Just wanna clarify that. But with this guy, it's smaller, you have more control. You can move it upwards, you can go side to side, you can bend and really just dictate exactly where you want it. That's who I think this is good for, but if you do have regular lashes that aren't straight, you know, decent length, or if they're short, I think that you guys could benefit from this. Also, this is a big one because the formula is so lightweight. It's not a volumizing mascara. So a lot of times when you hear about a volumizing mascara, they talk about it being like very lightweight. You can't feel anything on your lashes. That's because traditionally when you have a volumizing mascara, it will weigh your lash down because you're constantly putting more and more coats of mascara on the lashes to thicken them up. It's just the way it goes. So they've been making formulas that claim to be more lightweight, and airlit, like floating, like you have these floating lashes, you don't have to worry about it. But if you already have short lashes anyways, then you may realize, oh crap, like this is just too heavy for my lashes and This formula in particular is truly lightweight. It is not volumizing. It does focus on length, so you don't have to worry about your lashes feeling too heavy. And on top of that, they claim that it is a lifting mascara. So to get that lift, you can't have too heavy of a formula. So I'm giving this a 5 of 5. This is one of my favorite mascaras of all time. It came to the United States, I think January of 2019. And I wrote about it September or October of 2018. So I remember when I wrote about it and shared it, people were like, how do I get this? And I'm like, it's only in France right now. But then they shared it, or not France, only in Europe. So, and then they shared it with the rest of the world. So I love this guy. Seriously, you can't beat the price. I mean, 13 bucks, less than $15 is my jam. I love it. The formula is great. It lasts a long time. You will not have flaking with this. This does not claim to be hypoallergenic, a word that literally means nothing. I will do a whole video on why hypoallergenic is a scam word if you want me to. So go pick it up at Target or Ulta or wherever you pick up your L'Oreal Paris products. And next week, instead of taking suggestions, I'm gonna do the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. I don't have it yet, it's coming this week, but I'm going to do the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Per your request, it was hands down the #1 requested mascara. And I guess that's because maybe Thrive is doing a really good job at marketing this product. So I've never tried it before. So I'm gonna test it out, come here, share my thoughts, who I think it's good for, and then we'll go from there. If you have any other suggestions, please put them in the comments. I love hearing from you guys, what you guys want to hear about. And if you have any questions you want me to answer within these Mascara Mondays, ask. I'm happy to respond, and maybe I'll put it in the next video. I'll see you next week.